Zaragoza, also called Zaragoza in English, is the capital city of the Zaragoza province and of the autonomous community of Aragon, Spain. It lies by the Ebro River and its tributaries, the Huerva and the Gallego, roughly in the center of both Aragon and the Ebro Basin. On 1 September 2010, the population of the city of Zaragoza was 701,090. Within its administrative limits on a land area of 1,062.64 square kilometers, ranking 5th in Spain. It is the 32nd most populous municipality in the European Union. The population of the metropolitan area was estimated in 2006 at 783,763 inhabitants. The municipality is home to more than 50% of the Aragonese population. The city lies at an elevation of 199 meters above sea level. Zaragoza hosted Expo 2008 in the summer of 2008, a World's Fair on Water and Sustainable Development. It was also a candidate for the European Capital of Culture in 2012. The city is famous for its folklore, local gastronomy, and landmarks such as the Basilica del Pilar, La Seo Cathedral and the Aljaferia Palace. Together with La Seo and the Aljaferia, several other buildings form part of the Mudéjar architecture of Aragon, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Fiestas del Pilar are among the most celebrated festivals in Spain. Etymology: the city was called by the ancient Romans Cesare Augusta, from which the present name derives. The Iberian town Ac predated the Roman city was called Saljuí. History: Roman Cesare Augusta the Sadetani, a tribe of ancient Iberians, populated a village called Saljuí. Later on, Augustus founded a city called Cesare Augusta at the same location to settle army veterans from the Cantabrian Wars. The foundation date of Cesare Augusta has not been set with exact precision, though it is known to lie between 25 BC and 12 BC. The city did not suffer any decline during the last centuries of the Roman Empire and was captured peacefully by the Goths in the 5th century AD. Taifa of Zaragoza from 1018 to 1118. Zaragoza was one of the Taifa kingdoms, independent Muslim states which emerged in the 11th century following the destruction of the Cordoban Caliphate. During the first 3 decades of this period, 1018 to 1038, the city was ruled by the Banu Tujibi. In 1038 they were replaced by the Banu Hud, who had to deal with a complicated alliance with El Cid of Valencia and his Castilian masters against the Almoravids, who managed to bring the Taifas Emirates under their control. After the death of El Cid, his kingdom was overrun by the Almoravids, who, by 1100, had managed to cross the Ebro into Barbastro, which brought Aragon into direct contact with them. The Banu had stubbornly resisted the Almoravids and ruled until they were eventually defeated by them in May 1110. The last sultan of the Banu Hud, Abd al-Malik Ahmad Abdullah, the last king of Zaragoza, forced to abandon his capital, allied himself with the Christian Aragonese under Alfonso the Basilar, and from that time the Muslims of Zaragoza became military regulars within the Aragonese forces. Aragonese era. In 1118 the Aragonese conquered the city from the Almoravids and made it the capital of the Kingdom of Aragon. After Alfonso's death without heirs in 1134, Zaragoza was swiftly occupied by Alfonso VII of Leon and Castile. The city control was held by Garcia Ramirez, King of Navarre, until 1136 when it was given to Ramiro II, the monk, in the treaty signed at the betrothal of Ramiro's daughter Petronila and Alfonso's son Sancho. The wedding never happened, as Petronila ended up marrying Ramon Berenguer V, Count of Barcelona. The marriage union was the origin of the Crown of Aragon. 13th century Zaragoza was the scene of two controversial martyrdoms related with the Spanish Inquisition. Those of Saint Dominguito del Val, a choir boy in the Basilica, and Pedro de Arbues, head official of the Inquisition. While the reality of the existence of Saint Dominguito del Val is questioned, his murder at the hands of jealous Jews was used as an excuse to murder or convert the Jewish population of Zaragoza. Zaragoza suffered two famous sieges during the Peninsular War against the Napoleonic army, a first from June to August 1808, and a second from December 1808 to February 1809, surrendering only after some 50,000 defenders had died. Modern history. Despite her decline in the outlying rural economy, Zaragoza has continued to grow. During the second half of the 20th century, its population boomed as a number of factories opened in the region. The General Military Academy, a higher training center of the Spanish Army, was re-established on September 27, 1940 by Minister of the Army José Enrique Varela Iglesias. In 1979, the Hotel Corona de Aragon fire killed at least 80. The armed Basque nationalist and separatist organization ETA from northern Spain has been blamed, but officially the fire is still regarded as accidental. ETA carried out the 1987 Zaragoza barracks bombing in the city, which killed 11 people, including a number of children, leading to 250,000 people taking part in demonstrations in the city. Demographics. Population, in thousands, can be seen here. Historical series of population. National Statistics Institute of Spain. Dates 2006. City Council of Zaragoza. Climate. Zaragoza has a semi-arid climate, as it lies in a wide basin entirely surrounded by mountains. The average precipitation is a scanty 310 mm with abundant sunny days, and the rainfall centers in spring. There is drought in summer. The temperatures are high in summer, reaching up to 40 degrees Celsius. In winter the temperatures are cool, either because of the fog or a cold and dry wind blowing from the NW, the Cierzo on clear days. Frost is common and there is sporadic snowfall. The Cierzo can cause a wind chill factor, as low as -15 degrees Celsius during cold spells. Economy. In addition to the advantageous geographic situation, an opal factory was opened in 1982 in Figueruelas, a small village nearby. The progressive decline of the agrarian economy turned opal into one of the main pillars of the regional economy, along with Ballet, which manufactures household appliances, CAF, which builds railway engines for both the national and international markets, Sika and Torres Papal in the stationery sector, and various other local companies, such as Picoline, La Casar, and Imaginarium Sa. The city's economy benefited from projects like the Expo 2008, the official World's Fair, whose theme was water and sustainable development, held between the 14th of June and the 14th of September 2008, Plataforma Logística de Zaragoza, and the Parque Tecnológico de Reciclado. Furthermore, since December 2003, it has been a city through which the Avenue high-speed rail travels. Currently, Zaragoza Airport is a major cargo hub in the Iberian Peninsula, behind only Madrid, Barcelona, and Lisbon. Zaragoza is home to a Spanish Air Force base, which was shared with the U.S. Air Force until 1994. In English, the base was known as Zaragoza Air Base. The Spanish Air Force maintained an FA-18 Hornet wing at the base. No American flying wings were permanently based there, but it served as a training base for American fighter squadrons across Europe. It is also the main headquarters for the Spanish Land Army, hosting the Academia General Militar, a number of brigades at San Gregorio, and other garrisons. Culture. Christianity took root in Zaragoza at an early date. According to legend, Saint Mary appeared miraculously to Saint James the Great in Zaragoza in the 1st century, standing on a pillar. This apparition is commemorated by a famous Catholic basilica called Nuestra Señora del Pilar. Festivals. The annual Fiestas del Pilar last for 9 days, with its main day on the 12th of October. Since this date coincided in 1492 with the first sighting by Christopher Columbus of the Americas, that day is also celebrated as El Día de la Hispanidad by Spanish-speaking people worldwide. There are many activities during the festival, from the massively attended pregón to the final fireworks display over the Ebro. They also include marching bands, dances such as Jota Aragonesa, a procession of gigantes y cabezudos, concerts, exhibitions, vaquillas, bullfights, fairground amusements, and fireworks. Some of the most important events are the Ofrenda de Flores, or flower offering to Saint Mary of the Pilar, on the 12th of October, when an enormous surface resembling a cloak for Saint Mary is covered with flowers, and the Ofrenda de Frutos on the 13th of October, when all the autonomous communities of Spain offer their typical regional dishes to Saint Mary and donate them to soup kitchens. Education. The University of Zaragoza is based in the city. As one of the oldest universities in Spain and a major research and development center, this public university awards all the highest academic degrees in dozens of fields. Zaragoza is also home to the MIT Zaragoza International Logistics Program, a unique partnership between MIT, the Government of Aragon, and the University of Zaragoza. There is also a private university, Universidad San Jorge, which is located in Villanueva de Gallego. Transportation. Roads. The city is connected by motorway with the main cities in central and northern Spain, including Madrid, Barcelona, Valencia, and Bilbao, all of which are located about 300 kilometers from Zaragoza. Buses. The city has a network of buses which is controlled by the urban buses of Zaragoza. The network consists of 31 regular lines, 2 scheduled routes, 6 shuttle buses, and 7 night buses operating on Fridays, Saturdays and other festivities. Zaragoza also has an interurban bus network operated by Transport Consortium Zaragoza area that operates 17 regular lines. Bicycle. Zaragoza's bicycle lanes facilitate non-motorized travel and help cyclists to avoid running into pedestrians and motor vehicles. The city council also has a public bicycle hire scheme. For a small annual charge, people can collect a bicycle from one hire point and ride it to another part of the city, leaving the bicycle at a different hire point. Tram. The first line of the Zaragoza tram is fully operational. Railway. Zaragoza is a part of the Spanish high-speed railway operated by Renfe Avenue, which connects Madrid and Barcelona via high-speed rail. Madrid can be reached in 75 minutes, and Barcelona in approximately 90 minutes. The central station is Intermodal Zaragoza Delicias Station, which serves both railway lines and coaches. In addition to long-distance railway lines and the high-speed trains, Zaragoza has a network of commuter trains operated by Renfe called Cercanías. Airport. The Zaragoza Airport is located in the Garrapanillos neighborhood, 10 kilometers from the city center, and is connected by bus with a frequency of 30 minutes. Zaragoza Airport is a major commercial airport, its freight traffic surpassing that of Barcelona El Prat in 2012, and serves as the home of the Spanish Air Force's 15th Group. It was also used by NASA as a contingency landing site for the Space Shuttle in the case of a transoceanic abort landing. Sports. Zaragoza's soccer team, Real Zaragoza, plays in the Segunda Division. One of the most remarkable events in the team's recent history is the winning of the former UEFA Cup Winners' Cup in 1995. The team has also won the Spanish National Cup, Copa del Rey, 6 times. 1965, 1966, 1986, 1994, 2001 and 2004 in an Intercities Fairs Cup. Zaragoza's handball team, BM Aragon, plays in the Liga ASOBAL. Their local basketball team, Basket Zaragoza 2002, is now in the Liga ACB and in the Eurocup. They play at the Príncipe Felipe with a capacity of 11,000. In addition, the city has a women's basketball team, Manfilter Casablanca, which now plays in the Liga Femenina de Baloncesto. Zaragoza was strongly associated with Dhaka in its failed bid for the 2014 Winter Olympics. A permanent feature built for Expo 2008 is the pump-powered artificial whitewater course, El Canal de Aguas Bravas. Main sites near the basilica on the banks of the Ebro are located the City Hall, the Lonia, Lacio or Cathedral of San Salvador, a church built over the main mosque, with Romanesque apses from the 12th century, inside, the imposing Hallenkirche from the 15th to 16th centuries, the Baroque Tower, and finally, with its famous Museum of Tapestries near the Roman ruins of Forum and Port City Wall. Some distance from the center of the old city is the Moorish castle Aljaferia, the most important Moorish buildings in northern Spain and the setting for Giuseppe Verdi's opera Il Trovatore. The Aragonese Parliament currently sits in the building. The churches of San Pablo, Santa Maria Magdalena and San Gilabert were built in the 14th century, but the towers may be old minarets dating from the 11th century. San Miguel, Santiago and the Fisitas Monastery are Baroque with mud AR ceilings, of the 17th century. All the churches are mud AR monuments that comprise a World Heritage Site. Other important sites are the stately houses and palaces in the city, mainly of the 16th century. Palaces of the Count of Murata or Luna, Dean, Torrero, Don Lope or Real Maestranza, Count of Sastago, Count of Argolo, Archbishop, etc. On the 14th of June 2008, the site of Expo 2008 opened its doors to the public. The exhibition ran until the 14th of September. Other sites: Puente de Piedra, San Ildefonso Church, Santa Ingracia Monastery. Museums in Zaragoza are Museum of Fine Arts Zaragoza, with paintings by early Aragonese artists, 15th century, and by El Greco, Ribera and Goya, and the Caman Aznar Museum, with paintings ranging from Rubens, Rembrandt, Van Dyck, Velázquez and Goya to Renoir, Manet and Sorolla. Twin towns and sister cities. Zaragoza is twinned with. Zaragoza has special bilateral collaboration agreements with